Let's have a look at the text messaging functionality in the Sony Ericsson Xperia Arc phone. Now, by default, messaging is put here in this, we can call it global bar on this first screen. And this is what you get when you open messaging. You get a list of messages that you have received, and you get the option for writing a new message. So there's not much to do here. You can either write a new message or you can go into the existing conversations. Therefore, it's pretty simple to understand. Under menu, list, whatever you want to call it down here, you'll have settings that are specific for all messages, and you'll have the options for deleting several of these threads. So you can mark them, such as here. You can unmark them again, and then you can delete all of them if you wish to. I'm not going to do that. So let's see what I get in the actual conversation. Now, you'll notice here that I put a piece of paper up here. It's because my video editing skills are not very advanced, and I don't know how to put some kind of blur over the phone number that is up here. Obviously, I don't want to reveal phone numbers of the people that I text message with and put it on YouTube. So there's a phone number up here and a name at the recipient. So this is what you get. This is my latest message down here, and the conversation is split up into my conversation partner's text messages, which are in the right side of the screen, and my own, which are on the left side of the screen, as you can see here. If I get an image, you'll see part of an image here. Again, I only have pictures of my wife here and my son, so I'm not going to reveal those for YouTube viewers. Sorry about that. It'll be viewed in the list as a normal message. I think it's very usable that text messages and multimedia messages are mixed like this, because it might be a part of the conversation that you sent this image or this file or whatever. Therefore, it should be in the conversation and not put somewhere else in a MMS list or something. If I wish to continue the conversation, I press write message here, and then I can write something. And then I can send it if I wish to. I'm not going to do that now. My conversation partner might be annoyed that I sent something such as this. If I wish to attach something, I can simply press this icon here. The icon here has an image of a kind, and it has a plus sign as well. So it's pretty obvious that it allows me to add something to this message. So I can do these things. I can add from gallery, I can take a photo, I can add a video, I can record a video. And I think it's very nice that I get both add picture and take photo here. So one of them is from the gallery, one of them is a new photo. Instead of having a menu item such as insert picture, and then when I go into picture I get the options for them either taking a new picture or going into the gallery. If I select add picture here, I'll see my gallery. Take photo will take me to the camera. I'm not going to do any of those two things. So the most necessary functionality, which is write a text message, attach a picture, attach anything else, send it, is visible for me right here on the screen. If I go into the list down here, I'll have some more advanced options, add more recipients, edit some of the recipients, add a subject if I wish to change this into an email or something, or delete the conversation. I'm not going to do any of those. The keyboard is nicely laid out. It's a normal QWERTY keyboard, as everybody knows. So it has some extra functionality. Caps, this is caps lock, marked by a green dot. Normal lowercase, delete over here. So here's the dot, here's the comma, here's the space. Nothing new here, but nice that you have dot as well as the comma here. So you don't have to use the same button for two characters, that you use as much as the dot and the comma. You can remove the keyboard if you wish to by pressing here and bringing it back. As you can see, you have the little keyboard here with an arrow on it, so it's fairly easy to understand that if you press this, the keyboard will disappear. So the two last extra things that you have here will be down here, access to special characters, as well as smileys. If you long press here, you'll have these smileys. And over here you'll have access to settings. And it's pretty easy to understand that this is settings. It has a settings icon that is consistent with the settings icon in the rest of the phone. If you press this one, you will have options for the languages that you wish to use. You might want both English and, let's say, Danish as words in the built-in predictive text. And you will have something called quick text settings, which is about the predictive text, if you wanted to learn what you're doing, if you wanted to suggest what you're doing. And then there's something here that's a bit funny called quick fixes. So you can read what it says here. Replace, for example, 2 spaces with period followed by space. It's a nice little shortcut, but the problem here is that this is the only option I get. So I know that I can use this shortcut now, but I don't know about any other shortcut that is under this quick fixes category. Notice that if I go back to the list here, I'll have a draft written just up here. And it'll be in italics, so I can see that there's something wrong with it, that it's not a normal message, that it's a draft. It's very nice. Now, the predictive text is nice. If I write something here, it'll highlight the word that it expects me to write. I can press space. I can press the word also if I wish to. And if I'm not satisfied with the suggestions here, I can call up more suggestions by pressing these arrows, which are also easy to understand. So the predictive text input works great. I only have a few issues with this list. If I press each message, nothing happens. If I long press a message, something will happen. The things that you see here. But why is it that I need to long press it? It might be because I cannot select a message by pressing it, because then it would be difficult to figure out if I selected a message or if I would just slow on dragging it. But this phone is supposed to have a very quick processor, and it must be possible to calculate if the finger is actually moving in the first fraction of a second, so I don't have to long press, because long presses by nature are difficult to understand, because as you can see here, when I touch this one, it blinks, something happens. Then it's difficult to figure out that you should do something more in order to have more functionality, because, well, you already have something here, but you're not quite sure what it is. So overall, this application is very easy to use. The keyboard layout is nice, the predictive text input works great, the messaging threads are easy to understand as well, and the only issue that I have is this, that I can touch something, but then I cannot do anything with it unless I long press it. So nice work, Sony Ericsson.